Hi, I'm Richard. This is my son Cam, and about 3 weeks ago we got a chance to ride our dirt bikes at Rabbit Valley. A lot of you guys may have heard of Rabbit Valley, some of you as a starting point for the Kokopelli Trail that goes all the way over to Moab, a ride we intend to do someday soon, hopefully. But we want to share with you our experience at Rabbit Valley on our dirt bikes. Tremendous scenery and variety, really something for everybody. A couple quick facts about Rabbit Valley. It's about 4,800 feet in elevation, so it is that high desert riding. And again, the scenery is incredible. The variety of trails is another real selling point. It's just got a little bit of everything, as we were going to be able to show you. Really a pretty good asset for us off-road enthusiasts. So let's take a look.
And to get there, it's super easy. It's right off I-70, right at exit 2 on the border of Utah and Colorado. You can't miss it. About 20 miles from Fruita, I think about 30 miles from Grand Junction. Probably 300 yards from the interstate is the parking lot. You take an exit, head to the parking lot, staging area, go from there. From the parking area, the first thing you hit is the Kokopelli Trail, the big famous Kokopelli Trail, which is a really smooth road. It's nothing to worry about at all. It takes you to all the fun single track and double track that we're going to talk about. So you get that out of the way, then the fun stuff starts. The first type of riding that we want to talk about is the single track, because it was easily our favorite and most enjoyable and most rewarding. You can really haul ass in some of these sections, and following your buddy or your dad is pretty special. Technical, some of the stuff goes near on the White Rim Trail, which takes you around literally a canyon. You can see the Colorado River down below. Don't get too distracted looking at it. We made that mistake a couple times and it almost cost us, but it's easy to get lost up there. There's a lot of trail braiding, which we know isn't good. People kind of get lost by accident and try to make their own path. So best you can stay on the trail, but we found ourselves getting a little bit lost, and we actually turned around and doubled back because we couldn't make the full loop or didn't want to without enough water and gasoline. But single track was easily our favorite.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed all the spots. It did. The variety of riding, even within the single track, is pretty dynamic. Some of it's very easy. Some of these rock ledges can be a little bit challenging, but it was all really fun. And again, stop and take a look around. It's pretty breathtaking. And anytime you're looking down the Colorado River, you're gonna have a pretty good view. So, yeah, that was probably our favorite. But
you know, we love riding second and third gear and doing those kind of longer, for us, was a 5 or 8 minute ride, but a long section where we're really getting into it and just feeling the flow of the terrain. And like you said, using the sides using the ruts and the berms that the side by sides makes it feel like a dirt bike course a little bit. It's pretty wild.
Yep.
And obviously a big advantage of the single track is that it's only for dirt bikes. We didn't see any side by sides, four wheelers, or off road overlanders out there, which means way less dust and way less people. We saw, what, 2 people in 2 days on single track?
Yeah, middle of the week, but still.
I mean, you can't get better than that. It was basically a private riding area, so we really stuck to that single track for those reasons, and think you'll enjoy it too.
Yep. All right, then, after the single track, we moved on to the double track. There's a lot of this riding. It gets a lot of use by the side-by-sides, which is not all bad. It tends to give you berms on both sides of the trail, which makes for a lot faster riding, a lot of second and third gear stuff. Can be looser sand, can be hard rock, still great variety of terrain, but faster and flowier, kind of that different feel that, you know, we all still enjoy as dirt bikers, but very different than the single track. Highly recommend that too. We are going to include a slower, more technical portion of the ride, actually the ride out of part of the canyon, that I'm going to let Cam explain to you.
Yeah, we had a really cool section that we thought was both drone worthy and GoPro worthy. So you'll see this next section will be a long one, but we wanted to show you both perspectives of what it was like to ride up this part. It's really good example of double track, technical uphill riding, and you have the GoPro view with the lower, bumpier section and the drone view of the overall broad view, so you can see the area. So we think you'll enjoy the both perspectives, so we'll let that run.
So as you've probably seen, one of the great things about this area is the tremendous variability in terrain. My favorite are the big rock slabs, almost mini Moab-like, that you get to ride across. It just feels like you're in a different world. There's a pretty good bit of that, and I loved it. Cam, what was your favorite?
The rock stuff was interesting to me because, you know, living in Breckenridge, we have a lot of treed areas that are single track and in the woods. So getting to ride those, we call them rock drops, but they're just little baby rock ledges. It's really interesting just because it's different. You know, you're kind of picking your line almost like you would in a mountain bike or any sort of technical dirt bike riding, but it really forces you to use your mental acuity as well as your physical and just work your way down these drops and manage it well.
Yeah, in addition to that, there is some deep sand sections which can catch you off guard and, you know, add a little bit of excitement if you're not ready for it.
Get your weight off the front.
Yeah. Luckily we got through most of those okay. And there's a good bit of hard pack dirt where you get that really great traction and you can feel like you can climb everything. So again, tremendous variety in this one location, pretty special.
Yeah, it's like a moto playground. I hate to use that phrase over and over, but it's got like a man-made playground for adults to mess around in on dirt bikes. It's kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy. And not just dirt bikes, probably any off-road vehicle.
So in summary, this is a crazy good riding area that we will definitely go back to soon. I would avoid the summer months. You know, it's not going to be as fun when it's 85, 95, 100 degrees out there. But if you can go in late April or maybe even mid-October when it cools down a little bit in the 70s and 60s, you will not have a bad time if your bike's working and you have good weather. This has single track, double track, sandy, hard pack, rock sections. It looks like Moab, but it's closer than Moab for us. It's got it all. You can go camping, you can stay in Fruta, which is again 20 miles away. You can go boondocking for 14 days out there on BLM land.
Right.
Do whatever you want. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, not a whole lot to add to that. One of the big differences, there's nothing better than Moab. A lot less people here than Moab. I wouldn't go in the summer, but man, otherwise it's pretty impressive. So hope you guys get out there and get a chance to enjoy it. Thanks.
Good. Testing 1 2, check check. Testing 1 2. It looks too dark. Let's bump that ISO. Check check. Testing 1 2, check 2 3 4 5. Testing check.
That's what we want to tell you guys about today. We got a chance to ride it. A lot of people will know Rapid Valley as a starting point for the Coca-Cola.
As you can see, again, it's probably really fun and rewarding too. It's a lot of first, second gear. I missed the second part. I didn't like that. All right, to get there, it's super straightforward. It's right off I-70, right at exit 2, literally 1 or 2 miles from the Idaho.
This could be a blooper reel. Idaho.
All right.
But it was all good, as you're gonna find out.
Nice.
I caught it.
But still said. So from the start of the, so once you do the stick, what am I trying to say? What? So from the start of the, Yeah, for sure. You good?
Cool, yeah. I'm fine.
Sorry. Woo! Want a hand?
Is the camera okay?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm fine, man.
Woo! A little spicy.
It was. I'm kind of glad we got that, actually.
Man, it's easy to film the straight stuff, but you don't get to get crashes often.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna lift it up so I don't get too
flooded.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hand with that if you need it. A lot lighter than a snowmobile.
Huh?
A lot lighter than a snowmobile.
Yeah.
That was almost easy.
As soon as I fell, I thought, he's right behind me. I know he's going to hit me. He's not going to hit me.
Double track, we had a chance of avoiding each other, but not much.
Well, there's really one good line here, so
yeah.
we're coming on this side. I knew that.